Here are some of the sharpest katanas in the world. First up, the Honjo Masamune, a legendary sword and a national treasure of Japan, mysteriously vanished after World War II. Next, the Kotetsu katana, known for its incredible cutting power, trusted by samurai in real battles. Then we have the Goro Nyudo Masamune blades, perfectly balanced masterpieces from the greatest swordsmith in history. Don't miss the Yoshindo Yoshihara katanas, modern creations forged with ancient techniques prized worldwide. Check out the Cold Steel Emperor series, designed for real cutting tests and unmatched durability. Finally, the Kanamitsu blades, historic swords renowned for their sharpness, cutting through multiple bodies in a single stroke.
Number 13, Northern Bald Ibis. This large, long-billed bird once occupied a giant slab of the Middle East, inhabiting dozens of countries on multiple continents. But that is far from the current case. The birds endured regional extinction, first in Europe, then in countries like Sudan, Turkey, Israel, and most recently Syria. And now they're limited to one natural breeding population in Morocco. Hunting, disease, and habitat loss brought the population down to somewhere near 200 to 250. But captive breeding has since doubled that number. Breeding and reintroduction programs are giving the birds a fighting chance, and with luck, they could take back a small chunk of their former range.
Of one of the world's rarest birds.
Get ready for 8 crazy facts about our world. First up, did you know Earth isn't even a perfect sphere? It's actually squished at the poles. Next, the Pacific Ocean is huge, bigger than all the continents combined. Mind-blowing, right? Our planet is the densest in the entire solar system. Wait, what? 71% of Earth is water, but less than 1% is drinkable. This is wild. The Sahara Desert used to be a lush green paradise. Crazy, right? And there are more trees on Earth than stars in the Milky Way. Unreal. Earth's magnetic north moves 55 kilometers every year. And shocking, over 90% of Earth's species haven't even been discovered yet.
The Great Wall of China, a testament to strength and engineering, stretches across northern landscapes, whispering tales of history. Orbiting high above the International Space Station serves as a hub for global scientific collaboration, pushing the boundaries of our knowledge. In Dubai, the Burj Khalifa pierces the sky, standing tall as a symbol of modern architecture and human ambition. At the heart of Islam, the Great Mosque of Mecca welcomes millions of pilgrims each year, embodying faith and unity. The Three Gorges Dam, the largest hydroelectric marvel, not only generates power but also protects against floods, shaping the future of energy in China.
On August 5, 2010, 33 miners were trapped 700 meters underground in the San Jose mine. For 69 days, they fought for survival, with the first contact made after 17 days through a drilled borehole. Global efforts led to the creation of the Phoenix capsule for their rescue. On October 13, 2010, all miners were freed in a televised event that captivated the world. This disaster exposed poor safety standards and sparked mining reforms. It became a symbol of resilience and teamwork, inspiring millions worldwide.
In 1971, 17-year-old Juliane Kiepke was on an airplane over the Amazon rainforest when a big storm came. She found herself gently floating down into the trees, and amazingly, she was okay. Using what her parents had taught her about nature, she made her way through the forest until kind people helped her get home.
In July 1518, something strange happened in Strasbourg. Residents were suddenly compelled to dance. No breaks, no rest. Dozens danced for days, some collapsing from exhaustion. Heart attacks, strokes. This was no ordinary dance party. Weeks went by, and the phenomenon continued, baffling everyone. Was it mass hysteria, ergot poisoning, or something even stranger? To this day, the cause remains a mystery, lost to time.
In Dumbarton, Scotland, there's a bridge with a dark secret. The Overtown Bridge has claimed over 50 dogs since the 1950s, mostly long-nosed breeds like collies, all leaping from the same spot. They jump into a 50-foot drop, always in good weather. Scientists think mink scent and the hidden drop fool them. Locals call it a thin place between worlds. The legend deepened in 1994. Till today, no one ever solved it.
In 1959, 9 hikers vanished in Russia's Ural Mountains. Their tent was torn from the inside. They fled barefoot into the snow. Strange clues were discovered, and the mystery has inspired theories for more than 60 years. To this day, no one knows what truly happened.
The Russian sleep experiment is a famous creepypasta about Soviet scientists in the 1940s who kept test subjects awake for 15 days using a special gas. At first, everything seemed normal, no issues, no disruption, no side effects, until the subjects descended into madness, self-mutilation, and horrifying violence. While completely fictional, it remains one of the internet's most disturbing horror stories.
Get ready to have your mind blown with 5 crazy facts that'll break your brain in 35 seconds. Did you know sharks are so ancient they swam the oceans millions of years before trees even existed? And bananas? They're technically berries. But strawberries? Nope. The universe has more stars than every grain of sand on every beach on Earth combined. Crazy, right? Sloths are like underwater ninjas. They can hold their breath longer than dolphins, up to 40 minutes. And in Switzerland, it's illegal to own just one guinea pig, because they can't be lonely.
These forests are filled with mammals, most of which simply walked here. The Sumatran rhinoceros. A creature so rare that fewer than 100 are thought to remain in the wild.
In 1915, during World War I, a French soldier named Edouard Martinet was shot in the head. The bullet lodged deep in his brain, and doctors couldn't remove it without killing him. Everyone thought he wouldn't last long, but Martinet kept living year after year. Incredibly, he survived for 31 years, with the bullet still inside his skull, until doctors finally removed it in the year 1946.
Hiru Onoda, a Japanese officer in World War II, hid in the Philippine jungle for 29 years, convinced the war hadn't ended. He survived on guerrilla tactics until 1974, when his old commander ordered him to finally surrender. His story became a symbol of loyalty, resilience, and the tragedy of war.
Simo Heiha, nicknamed the White Death, was a Finnish sniper in the Winter War, 1939-40, who, dressed in white camouflage and using only iron sights, killed over 500 Soviet soldiers in less than 100 days, making him the deadliest sniper in history. Shot in the face near the war's end, he survived, recovered, and lived quietly until his death in 2002. His patience, stealth, and unmatched marksmanship turned him into a legend of modern warfare.
In 1970, a dead 8-ton whale washed up in Florence, Oregon. Officials decided to use half a ton of dynamite to blow it up, hoping scavengers would eat the remains. Instead, the blast launched huge chunks of blubber into the air, crushing a car and showering onlookers with rotting flesh. Most of the whale was still there afterward, and crews had to bury it anyway.
Megalodon, the giant shark that ruled the oceans 23 to 3.6 million years ago, was a true titan. With teeth over 7 inches long and a body that could reach nearly 60 feet, it was a predator like no other. Imagine jaws 10 feet wide, designed to hunt whales and massive marine animals. Fossils show it thrived in warm seas, but its reign ended due to cooling oceans and fierce competition. The ocean's top predator, now just a legend reminding us of nature's power and fragility.
The Egyptians built pyramids by organizing huge labor forces and planning construction carefully. Massive limestone and granite blocks were quarried, moved on sledges or boats over wetted sand, and hauled up ramps. Workers used copper tools and levers to set the stones precisely, then finished with polished white limestone casing to create a smooth, shining surface.
The Titanic sank on April 15, 1912, after striking an iceberg in the North Atlantic. The collision caused the ship's hull plates to buckle and tear, flooding multiple compartments. Because too many sections filled with water, the ship could no longer stay afloat. Over about 2 hours and 40 minutes, the ship sank lower and the stern rose out of the water before the ship broke apart and slipped beneath the surface, leading to the deaths of more than 1,500 people.
In June 2023, the OceanGate submersible Titan imploded while diving to the Titanic wreck, killing all 5 people aboard. Contact was lost less than 2 hours into the descent, and after days of searching, debris was found near the wreck site, confirming a sudden structural failure from extreme water pressure. The tragedy sparked global attention and raised serious concerns about deep-sea safety standards and oversight.
In 1911, Italian handyman Vincenzo Peruggia, disguised in a Louvre worker's smock, stole the Mona Lisa by removing it from its frame and hiding it under his clothes. The theft caused a global sensation, with crowds visiting the empty wall and even Picasso questioned. After 2 years, Peruggia tried to sell it in Florence, was arrested, and the painting was returned to the Louvre. Its fame greatly increased.
Charlie Kirk, 31, the conservative activist and founder of Turning Point USA, was shot in the neck while speaking to a crowd of about 3,000 people at Utah Valley University in Orem, Utah on September 10, 2025. He was rushed to Timpanogos Regional Hospital in critical condition and later pronounced dead. The suspected shooter, 22-year-old Tyler Robinson, was taken into custody, and authorities are treating the killing as a political assassination.
In 1932, Australia's army waged a war against emus ravaging wheat farms in Western Australia. Armed with machine guns, soldiers found the birds highly resilient and tactically elusive, splitting into small, fast-moving groups. After a month, the military retreated, having killed only a fraction of the birds. The media declared the emus the victors.
Wang Od-Ogay, born in 1917, is the last master of an ancient tattoo tradition. In her Philippine mountain village, she marked warriors with her hand-tapped art. Rediscovered in her 90s, she became a beacon for pilgrims from around the world. For years, she tattooed, sharing her skill and stories with each inked line. At 107, she left a legacy training apprentices to carry on her art. Her spirit lives on in every tattoo, a testament to culture and resilience.
In 1994, France, an elderly woman was murdered and police had no leads. Months later, her daughter returned to the house with her pet duck, the same one that had lived with the victim. When the daughter's husband entered, the duck became violently agitated, flapping and quacking non-stop. Suspicious, police searched the man's home again and found the murder weapon, a knife, hidden inside a wall. Forensic tests confirmed it was the one used in the killing. The blobfish, Cycrolutes marcidus, found deep off Australia and Tasmania, 600 to 1,200 ml, is dubbed the world's ugliest fish. In its natural high-pressure habitat, it looks normal, soft-bodied, and adapted to float above the seafloor without a swim bladder. But when hauled to the surface, the drastic pressure drop makes its gelatinous body collapse, giving it the sagging, melted look that made it famous. Its jelly-like flesh is actually a clever adaptation for surviving crushing deep-sea conditions.
In 2011, Stan Larkin, a Michigan man with a severe heart condition, survived 555 days without a human heart. Surgeons removed his failing organ and replaced it with a Syncardia total artificial heart, powered by a portable Freedom Driver backpack that pumped blood through his body. Despite having no heart inside his chest, he lived a nearly normal life, spending time with family and even playing basketball until he received a successful transplant in 2016. In September 2025, a decomposed body was discovered in the front trunk of a Tesla, registered to singer D4VD David Anthony Burke, after it was towed from the Hollywood Hills. The victim was identified as 15-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez, missing since April 2024. Her cause of death remains undetermined. Police searched a property tied to David and seized electronics, but no arrests have been made. David is cooperating with investigators and has canceled his tour amid intense public scrutiny.
In 1963, France sent a cat named Félicette into space. She was chosen for her calm nature, perfect for the mission. Electrodes were implanted in her head to record brain activity. On October 18th, a Veronique AG-1 rocket launched her from Algeria. She reached about 156 km, the edge of space. For several minutes, she floated in zero gravity. Her capsule safely parachuted back to Earth, transmitting valuable data. Sadly, Felicette was euthanized for further study afterward. But her mission was a success, paving the way for future research. In 2019, she was honored with a bronze statue, the only cat in space.
In 2013, 21-year-old Elisa Lam vanished while staying at Los Angeles' Cecil Hotel. Weeks later, her body was found in a rooftop water tank after guests complained about the water. Security footage showed her behaving strangely in an elevator, pressing buttons and hiding as if from someone unseen. With no signs of drugs or foul play, her death was ruled accidental. But how she reached the locked rooftop and her eerie behavior remain unexplained, keeping the case one of the most haunting modern mysteries.
In 1997, NOAA picked up a mysterious sound in the South Pacific. They called it the bloop. This ultra-low-frequency noise was heard over 3,000 miles away. It sounded like a biological call, sparking wild theories about giant sea creatures. But later analysis revealed it matched the sound of ice quakes. These are the cracking noises made by massive Antarctic icebergs. By 2012, NOAA confirmed it was a natural phenomenon. Yet, the bloop remains one of the ocean's greatest mysteries. Its immense volume and unknown origin still captivate scientists and cryptid enthusiasts alike. Did you know the crocodile is often called a living dinosaur? These incredible creatures have been around for over 200 million years. With their tough armored skin and powerful jaws, they're expert hunters. You can find them thriving in rivers, lakes, and swamps all over the world. Their ability to adapt and survive is truly remarkable. Crocodiles are like nature's time travelers, remnants of the dinosaur age. It's amazing to think they're still living among us today.
Remember the Snack Time kid doll from the mid-90s? It was a Cabbage Patch doll that could actually eat plastic snacks. Kids loved it, but it had a dark side. There was no off switch or safety sensors, which was a huge oversight. Those motorized rollers were strong enough to pull in hair and fingers. Imagine the pain and minor injuries that followed. Reports of these incidents spread like wildfire. Parents were outraged, and rightly so. In 1997, Mattel had to recall the doll due to safety concerns. It became one of the most infamous toy recalls of the decade.
Have you ever heard of a shear thickening fluid? It's a fascinating type of non-Newtonian fluid that changes its viscosity based on the force applied. When you move it slowly, it flows like a liquid, smooth and easy, but apply a sudden force like a punch or squeeze, and it hardens up like a solid. A great example of this is oobleck, a simple mix of cornstarch and water. When stress is applied, the particles lock together, resisting motion. It's like magic. One moment it's a liquid, the next it's solid. This unique behavior has some really cool applications in science and engineering. Benjamin Franklin was a true Renaissance man, born in 1706. He was an inventor, scientist, statesman, and one of our founding fathers. Franklin is famous for his groundbreaking work with electricity. He invented the lightning rod, which protected buildings from storms. He also created bifocal glasses, making life easier for many. And let's not forget the Franklin stove, a game changer for heating homes. During the American Revolution, he secured crucial French support. Franklin played a key role in drafting the U.S. Constitution. He was a prolific writer, known for Poor Richard's Almanac. His contributions shaped science, politics, and early American society. Thomas Edison, an American inventor, changed the world with his groundbreaking work. In 1879, he created the first practical and long-lasting electric light bulb. Edison didn't just invent, he relentlessly experimented and improved existing designs. His light bulb was safe for homes and businesses, making electricity accessible to all. With over 1,000 patents, he was a true pioneer of innovation. Edison played a key role in shaping modern electric power systems, lighting up our lives.
The location of Cleopatra's tomb remains a profound mystery. It has been lost for over 2,000 years. Ancient texts describe a magnificent mausoleum in Alexandria. She was buried with Mark Antony, but it has never been found. Catastrophic earthquakes and rising sea levels likely submerged the royal quarter where it was built. This places it possibly on the seafloor or buried deep beneath the modern city. Despite tantalizing clues from temple excavations, the final resting place of the last pharaoh of Egypt continues to elude discovery.
The Norwegian Lundehund is a small and highly unique Spitz breed. It is instantly recognizable by its 6 toes on each foot. This breed has an extraordinary range of motion in its neck and shoulders. These are remarkable adaptations that allowed it to climb sheer cliffs. It can navigate narrow crevices while hunting puffins. This hunting takes place along the remote coast of Norway.
Our teeth are incredibly strong because they're a perfect collaboration of specialized layers. The outer shell is enamel, the hardest substance in the human body, harder than steel, designed to resist wear. Beneath it lies dentin, a tough yet flexible layer that acts as a shock absorber, preventing the hard enamel from shattering. Finally, the roots are suspended in the jaw by a ligament that cushions every bite. It's this combination of a hard exterior, a resilient core, and a living shock absorber that allows our teeth to handle a lifetime of incredible force.
The hippopotamus possesses a bite force of nearly 2,000 pounds per square inch. This is one of the strongest of any land animal. This immense power is generated by its huge jaw muscles and hinged jaw. It can open its jaw to 150 degrees. It uses this formidable bite not for hunting, but for defense. It also uses it for territorial fights and crushing tough vegetation. Equipped with sharp tusk-like canine teeth that can grow over 20 inches long, a hippo's bite is powerful enough to snap a canoe in half. It can also fatally wound a large crocodile. This cements its status as one of Africa's most dangerous animals.
The pug is an ancient breed with origins in Imperial China over 2,000 years ago. They were cherished companions to emperors and Buddhist monks. Brought to Europe by Dutch traders in the 16th century, they became the mascot of the House of Orange. They were a symbol of aristocratic life, favored by figures like Marie Antoinette. The breed was refined during the Victorian era in England, leading to the modern pug. Known for their distinctive wrinkled face and compact muscular body, pugs have evolved from royal lapdogs. They are now one of the world's most popular and affectionate companion breeds.
Travis the chimpanzee, a former actor and household pet who appeared in TV commercials, brutally attacked his owner's close friend Charla Nash in 2009. During the sudden, unprovoked assault in Stamford, Connecticut, Travis severely mauled Nash's face and hands, causing near-fatal and permanently disfiguring injury. The incident ended only after police fatally shot Travis severely sparking widespread media coverage and leading to increased scrutiny and regulations regarding the private ownership of exotic animals.
The polar bear is the strongest land carnivore on Earth. It lives in the harsh and frozen Arctic environment. Its incredible strength, size, and specialized adaptations allow it to thrive. An adult male polar bear can weigh more than 1,300 pounds. It can stand over 10 feet tall when upright. It possesses a powerful bite and muscular limbs. These limbs are capable of dragging heavy prey like seals across the ice. To survive extreme cold, it has a dense layer of blubber. It also has thick, water-repellent fur. The polar bear is a strong swimmer. It often travels long distances in icy waters in search of food. As the apex predator of the Arctic, it has no natural enemies.
The Voynich manuscript remains one of history's most stubborn and captivating puzzles. It is a 15th century handwritten codex. Its vellum pages are composed in an elegant yet completely indecipherable script. The manuscript is accompanied by perplexing and beautiful illustrations. These illustrations depict unrecognizable plant species. They feature enigmatic astrological and astronomical diagrams with unfamiliar symbols. There are also curious biological sections showing interconnected nude female figures. These figures are bathing in a network of green, fluid-filled tubes. Despite over a century of intense scrutiny by the world's foremost cryptographers, linguists, and historians, the manuscript's text, language, origin, and intended purpose continue to defy all explanation.
The liver is the largest internal organ in the human body. Located in the upper right abdomen, it performs hundreds of vital functions, including filtering toxins from the blood, producing bile for digestion, storing energy, and regulating nutrients. It weighs about 3 pounds and is one of the only organs that can regenerate.
The sailfish is an oceanic marvel, celebrated for its breathtaking speed and elegant form. It is an apex predator distinguished by its sleek, hydrodynamic body. The sailfish has a formidable spear-like bill. It features a spectacular, retractable dorsal fin that unfurls into a brilliant spotted sail. This sail is used as a tool for communication and thermoregulation. In a stunning display of cooperative hunting, the sailfish expertly corrals and traps baitfish. They slash through vast shoals of baitfish with explosive, coordinated attacks in the open sea. In 1932, Australia's army waged a war against emus ravaging wheat farms in Western Australia. Armed with machine guns, soldiers found the birds highly resilient and tactically elusive, splitting into small, fast-moving groups. After a month, the military retreated. having killed only a fraction of the birds. The media declared the emus the victors. In the mid-1990s, Mike "Madman" Markham, a Missouri man, tried to build a homemade time machine using a Jacob's ladder device and claimed to see objects briefly vanish. After describing his experiments on the radio show Coast to Coast AM, he gained attention and support from listeners who sent him parts to scale up the project. Not long after, Markham mysteriously disappeared, fueling speculation and rumors that he had succeeded in his experiment and linking his fate to an unidentified man found dead in the 1930s.
Get ready for 8 craziest facts about our countries that will blow your mind. First up, Russia is so huge it spans 11 time zones. That's almost half the planet in one country. Next, Vatican City is tiny, just 0.49 square kilometers. You could walk across the whole country in minutes. Did you know Canada has more lakes than the rest of the world combined? Can you even imagine that much water? China has over 1.4 billion people. That's like every 5th person on Earth. Saudi Arabia, 0 permanent rivers, a massive country with no rivers at all. How? In Norway, the sun doesn't set for 76 days in summer. People literally live in daylight for months. Australia boasts the Great Barrier Reef, the biggest living structure on Earth. You can see it from space. And Switzerland? It's illegal to own just one guinea pig. Yep, your pet needs a buddy by law.
Desmond Doss, a medic in World War II, refused to carry a weapon. His faith guided him to save lives, not take them. During the Battle of Okinawa, he braved enemy fire. One by one, he rescued 75 wounded soldiers with just a stretcher, the first conscientious objector to earn the Medal of Honor. His courage? Unmatched. His legacy? Forever inspiring.